So, with all of our discussions of everything going on currently with Netflix canceling Luke Cage and Iron Fist, where do we now go with these particular characters? Are they going to just be done? Are they getting their own shows together? Are they going separate? Let's talk about what we believe the future of these shows are going to be.
Once again, I have to reiterate, in case this is your first time watching one of our discussions, Netflix does not make the shows, it is ABC. Same people making Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have made all the Netflix shows. So, the important thing is to know is this is in-house for Marvel TV. And realistically, they said, oh, we intend on including Danny Rand Iron Fist in other shows.
Yes.
But then the most logical show to include him in was canceled with Luke Cage. So what do you do with these characters?
Especially after having both of these shows had phenomenal season 2s, and both of their endings gave you such a great build-up of something new and what's to come in the future. So it's like, now that we have them canceled, we can't honestly just go straight into Heroes for Hire because you have two very different endings of stories that you have to complete.
Yeah.
You and I had a lot of discussions on where they could potentially go.
Yep.
Because right now, Colleen and Misty, they're canceled too.
Oh my god.
And both of them were characters that they kind of started doing their own little...
We were hoping for a Daughters of the Dragon series.
Yes.
And that's kind of what it looked like. We're going to get this, we're going to get Heroes for...
Yeah, we're going to get these awesome... Wait a second, what just happened?
Yeah.
But like you said, Netflix is only the distributor. Disney and Marvel have already come out and tweeted after Iron Fist was canceled. They tweeted right after, Immortal, guys.
Yeah, we have ideas. These characters will continue. So, like, I've talked about this a little bit with you.
Yes.
And kind of the idea is, you could feasibly pick these characters up for Hulu. Let's say if they just do, alright, we're bringing back Iron Fist, we're bringing back Luke Cage, 6 episodes each, we're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to do Heroes for Hire.
That'd be great.
You could do that.
They really could. Because look at the quality that we all have already gotten out of 2 of the shows. Runaways on Hulu, as well as Cloak and Dagger's...
that's the
break-off of Hulu. It is technically.
ABC, Freeform, whatever. But it's, once again, same people producing it. So you kind of see that through. And
yes, these are... Well, actually, Cloak and Dagger was kind of pretty dark in its own way.
Yeah,
but
it was.
Yes, these are darker shows and they have a lot more of a mature content, but Hulu has all of that kind of stuff on their shows and their streaming availability, so it's going to be very smart for Disney to kind of let it lay low secretly, because we've already discussed it in another video. They have plans, as well as the writers already started writing things for season 3. Then they kind of got the wind of what Netflix was doing. It was like,
I mean,
they can still continue to create these on their own.
They could continue development, pick them up for a late season pickup next year. I mean, sometimes it's been a year between seasons, so it's not a problem. Hulu is probably the best outlet. And the thing going forward with these is you can keep the characters alive in the other shows and mention what they're doing and even have them show up before they continue. And the kind of way I equate this is 2016 was the last time we saw Doctor Strange in a standalone movie. We're not seeing another one until 2020, 2021. But he's in Thor Ragnarok, he's in the 2 Avengers movies, so we get enough of him that subconsciously we know he's still there and we don't miss his movie. And they realize this with Phase 2. My thinking is, somewhere down the road, you're going to see Danny Rand. I don't know about this. You could feasibly see the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show up in New York, and Danny's right there. They're like, we need your help for an episode. Just to keep the characters alive, once again, because
keep them fresh in
the back of your head until they do something with them. And I think that's the key to this, because I feel that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a good gateway to stuff. Agent Carter was canceled way too early.
Oh, yes.
But that show, it already was a different type of fan base. these two shows have way of a bigger fan base and way more of an outcry to bring them back than Agent Carter ever did. And I think really Marvel wants to please fans. So,
and you've created these two characters that are so loved, and they're characters also that the actors love to play them. We've met both of them, and they love these roles so much that it almost becomes it becomes them. Like Finn Jones, who plays Danny Rand, Iron Fist, you look at his Instagram account. He literally like travels everywhere and kind of is one with nature and that, and it's like, are you just basically living like what Danny did to kind of bring himself back? So it's
like, that's the thing, and I've said it before in another video. You guys probably watched when I talked about the cancellation. Not only was Iron Fist not on my radar at all, I didn't care about the character at all. Then the TV show, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get into this. And then I picked up like 100+ issues and read them, and he's jumped to my top 8. The character is just through and through one of the best I've ever read. And like, I'm not usually into the whole like martial artist aspect of MCU and the street level. Like, I'm way more into the heroics. So for that to happen just completely transformed my opinion on this character. And I know many other people have done the same thing. And that's like, it would just be terrible if I don't see these characters again, because I've fallen in love with their like everything that they've established, you know?
And even their background characters, like I wasn't too terribly much of a fan of Colleen in the first season, but in the second season, they kind of allowed her to be her own character, and also her with Misty. And Misty I've always loved, just because she's got that like fun spunk attitude that's different than the other women.
She always told it straight. There was no BS. She was always just come out there and tell it how it is. You're like, all right, this is a character we need, you know?
So I'm hoping, and I feel it like deep down, that Disney is going to sit there and they're going to announce that these people are coming back, either in other TV shows for right now, or they're going to also just sit there and be like, you know what? We're still creating them. We're going to put them on ABC, like nighttime ABC. Like, they have so many different outlets that they can distribute it and show it. I hope they don't put it straight up on actual TV and they do it on Hulu, because then you can do the dump. But we're all very used to the dump and watch it all.
Then again, you know, we say it's like, oh, ABC's family friendly, but the most disturbing scene I've seen in the MCU is Agent Coulson screaming for death while they operate on his brain and he's bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, yo! How did that even make the cut? And this is like 9 o'clock at night.
They've had to constantly like push the time back. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., especially, most people have already stopped watching it. If you go back, anything with, oh my god, Robbie Reyes.
Ghost Rider?
Thank you. Ghost Rider is violent and dark. And then you sit there and you have the Kree. They're violent and dark.
Yes,
and you have everything that was kind of going on in the background, and all of everything that's kind of insinuated when it comes to the Inhumans, and it's
there's a lot of
dark
stuff.
Show, and
that's kind of the thing. You're realizing it's like, we know that ABC right now, this is for fact, this has been confirmed, they're developing an all-female superhero team for TV. You have contracts and characters right now. Misty and Colleen, there you go. Bring in Mockingbird in there, you know, because she's just sitting around. Adrian Palicki's on the Orville, so when she's off on that, shoot that. You already have established characters for this show that people want to follow, so there's an outlet to bring 2 of them back, you know?
And you're already in the process of creating Hellcat in Season 3 of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Jessica pushes everybody away. We all know this. She's like kind of already done that. Yep. So she can realistically push her away too. Here comes Netflix. Hey, you know what? We finally canceled this now that it's aired. Now you have 2 other additional characters. Have Jessica Jones only kind of come in and help once in a while.
Make her Jewel. Here we go. I want the white suit, the Jewel. I want her flying. It's not going to happen, but that'd be awesome.
No, but hey, they already gave us at least that little tease of her with it, and that was so amazing how they did that. And now I can just see Jessica Jones like being like, "Hey, you gave this to me. So here's your suit."
Here's my realistic prediction: Daredevil's next season. Danny and Luke are going to come back. and it's going to be some sort of mandatory team-up to at least explain somewhat of, they're back, here's their new status quo, have them help Daredevil, and then take their slow leave, just like Danny appeared in Luke Cage Season 2.
Yep, for that one
just
one
to kind of do that, to kind of prep us for where they're going. And then when you bring back their shows, which I have no doubt they'll try, this is how you do it.
They have to.
I hope so.
Yeah, I can see that. This season of Daredevil, so far what we've watched, does not seem like it has any room for anybody to make an appearance on.
Yeah.
But where this show is leading, the first person I can see coming in is Luke Cage. At least where we are at currently, we still have 4 episodes left to watch as you guys are watching this right now.
So, I don't know, by the time you watch this, we'll have watched and talked about it already separately on a podcast or something, but realistically, I told you this in the car, the most logical place I see it going if they want Danny is you do Devil in Cell Block D.
Yes.
Matt Murdock is locked away. He's like, I'm not Daredevil. And then he's like, Danny, be Daredevil. And Danny's like, all right, puts on a suit, and he's fake Daredevil. So they're like, oh, maybe it's not Murdock who's Daredevil. I could see that realistically being a small part of a season just to bring Danny back.
That's only if, though, cause like we said, we haven't finished watching it right now.
Like I said,
if they've cleared the name already.
I'm saying 2 more seasons for Daredevil. I think they get that in the bag just because of goodwill. But I'm pretty sure we'll be back soon enough, I guess, to talk more about this stuff, because
you never know. We could sit there and by the end of this video find out another thing are you going to check?
Jessica Jones! God damn it! Actually, you know what? It's Jessica Jones. After season 2, cancel it. I don't care. Cancel it.
Yeah, so we honestly, how quickly they sat there and they went boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to be next.
Yeah.
They already sat there and they've had so many things that they wanted to do and kind of confirmed, hiddenly confirmed that, hey, you guys, we have Moon Knight in here. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
No, we pull that back.
Let's backpedal that kind of. So we just got to prepare and hope that we're going to get these characters back that we have really fallen for, especially in both of their season 2s. And I'm really hoping that it is the girls come first. Maybe the girls then have the guys kind of in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe Colleen and Misty have to take down Luke and they kind of put his head back on straight.
Yeah.
You never know.
Right.
That really could be it, the way that everything is. So I have hope. We're going to we have to see these characters again. They've already said that we will see them again. And I really hope that we get their own show one last season, even if it's a mini season.
I need 4 to 6 episodes max. I don't need a full 10, 13, whatever. Yep. You can do a mini series.
So. And then Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Let's need Heroes for Hire. I really want it.
I need it.
You guys have been sitting there and beating us in the head with Heroes for Hire, with all these little help wanted signs and all that fun little jazz.
They do need jobs now, so there are Heroes for Hire, Shay.
They really are. That meme was just horribly hilarious.